What's going on, man? Hit the Louis the Boiler Man here. Guys, we're getting the cold here in Boulder, New York for no heat, believe it or not. So it's been a little chilly here in New York in the evenings. So as you guys can see, these are zone valves. These are 3 zones and there's 4 wires. 2 of them are end switch and the other 2 are power, 24 volts. So you guys can see here, there's another transformer, and that transformer is separate, which is just for the zone valves, and the fan center relay, which we just installed, is on the side, which is feeding power to the gas valve, also feeding power for the circulating pump and for the vent damper. So we're gonna do a little troubleshooting here today. So the call came in and telling me that, yes, Louis, we're getting no heat. First thing I established, if there's a pilot on the bottom, there is a pilot there. It's kind of hard to see, but we have a pilot. Also, I double checked the rollout switch. If there's continuity, it's working. We also have continuity here on the spill switch. We're good to go. The next thing I also check is that check if there's power. So the actual transformer on the old relay was good, but the relay was actually bad. But I'm gonna get to that in just in a moment. So I got 24 volts. I got power. I established this power. So, but what I did notice is that the zone valves are open. So we got 3 zones. These 2 zones right here are open. One is not calling. So I know this power. I know it's separate. So basically, I eliminated the zone valves on one end. So I know the problem is actually somewhere inside the boiler. So I know when I get these 2 end switches right here, or these 2 wires, when I touch them together, it's supposed to chatter, meaning the relay is supposed to pull in. So it's not pulling in, but I'm getting 24 volts. So I take it one step further. I take this out. First, I noticed that when I take it apart, it's really, really hot. It usually is an indicator that this relay is probably bad, meaning the coil. But the second thing is, it's not the relay. It's just not. It's not passing the power. Meaning, like, that's what it really does. It directs the power. And I noticed I put a jumper and it turned on. So right away I knew the relay was bad. I have an extra relay. I plugged it in. It turned on, but then it goes out. So I knew the whole fan center relay was bad. So we changed the fan center relay. But once we change the fan center relay, everything's working okay. But what I'm trying to get to you guys is that whenever you're doing troubleshooting, you want to isolate what could go bad. So the first thing I isolated was the actual zone valves. I made sure they're getting 24 volts. So they was getting 24 volts because these zone valves are normally in a closed position. And when I get 24 volts, they open. These 2 were open. The end switch was making, which is right here. This is one. Here is it. I'm sorry. Yep. This is the end switch right here. 2 red wires. This goes all the way down to this point. So I took my voltage meter. I checked for continuity on both these lines. I got continuity. So that tells me the end switch is working. Again, continuity. So this is supposed to be pulling in. So that's how I distinguished the problem was here. Also, I made sure there was any power going to the gas valve. There was no power because the circuit closes when the damper makes. So what I'm trying to say is process of elimination is very easy. It's not that hard. But if you have any questions, you can call Louis the Boiler Man at 516-377-5200. Or you can also go to our YouTube channel, check us out, leave us a comment below. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to help. But guys, process of elimination, you want to do one step at a time and just all the possibilities that can go wrong, you want to eliminate them so you can zero in on one thing. In this case, we eliminated everything and it focused on the fan center relay. And sure enough, after we turn it on, it works. So guys, stay tuned. Talk to you soon. Hvac.